I'm holding myself back. Like, I could be here, but I'm comfortable being here because I'm not willing to do what it takes in order to get here. Welcome back to another episode of Armenia In The Clouds. If you've been following, you know that this is episode 4. Louis, can you please go grab a seat? I decided to dedicate this video to a topic that I've been really honing in on and focusing on this year. And I said I would. It was one of my resolutions. I wanted to stop holding myself back. I'm somebody that can come up with a million excuses on why something can't get done. But where are my a million resolutions on how they can get done? These things that I'm going to share with you are ways that I stopped holding myself back and I just said, fuck it. I'm going after it. I want to be great. I want to be someone that I'm proud to look at when I look in the mirror. And in order for me to be that, I have to do these things. I struggled with this first one for the longest. It's letting the fear of judgment stop me from doing things. And I spent so many years caring about what people thought that it stopped me from elevating. It stopped me from putting myself out there because I was afraid what people might say about how I put myself out there, about how I express myself. So I think the first thing you need to do is just realize that people's opinions are not facts. How they feel about you, how they perceive you, who they think you are is not a fact. What is a fact is how you feel about yourself. There's 8 billion, 9, so many humans in the world. Am I meant to care about what everybody thinks about me? That's exhausting. Something flipped and I'm like, you know what? In order for me to be judged, I have to put myself out there because that's how you figure out what you like and what you dislike. You have to put yourself out there so people can judge you and then they can decide. But whatever they decide shouldn't define who you are. Even if they do rock with you, you shouldn't let that validate how you feel about yourself. You should always feel within that, shit, I'm that nigga and that's how I feel. And it's okay if you don't feel like I am, because it doesn't matter to me. All I really care about is how I feel on the inside. As long as I feel good within, it doesn't matter what's going on around me. Also, something I've been doing a lot of this year is popping out. Shit, I'm very introverted. If you know me, then you know. I don't really mingle that often. I like to preserve my energy, and if I do pop out, it's calm. It's skating. It might be a quick link with a skate homie, but it's never bars and events. Another thing that was holding me back is not networking. You gotta network. You gotta put yourself out there, be able to present what it is that you're offering to people in a way that they can receive it and understand it properly. And you have to be able to make an impression on people, because you never know who you're meeting. You never know what that connection might develop into. So it's always good to just show up you and show up your best self. Go to more events alone, you feel me? You don't need a gang of people just to go to an event. If you're somebody that needs somebody to go out, then I feel like you don't like your own company. I feel like you haven't really sat with yourself often. And that's a bit of me. I've spent the last couple of years with myself, and with my girl. But if I'm not with her, then I'm with me. And whilst being amongst myself, I've learned a lot of things, and I've learned how to understand my brain more and acknowledge the things that I do, and if they're not good, if they don't benefit me, changing those things and learning how to act on shit. That's the problem. You hold yourself back because you spend too much time thinking about what you need to do, you spend more time thinking than doing. You need to be doing more. Like, I had to get off my ass and do more things. I have to be willing to do more in order to get here. If I want to be here, what are you doing in here that's going to get you here? And it has to be action. You can't just sit and talk. And I've wasted a lot of time sitting, talking, not really acting on shit. And my life reflects that. But I'm making changes. Like, I know that abundance is near. And it's up to me to grasp it. It's up to me to go and get it. It's up to me to stop making excuses and stop holding myself back. Because really, no one's holding me back but me. Nobody's holding me back. Just me. And I don't want to hold myself back anymore. Like, I want to see what I can accomplish. I'm trying to reach my full potential and then reach it again type shit. Like, do the unfathomable. Like, go beyond myself. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for that. If you don't know, I got a song, Oh Let's Do It remix dropping here soon. And once that drops, that's just another check on my list. And then we keep it moving because there's more in store and there's more to come. I'm just getting started, really. Like, I'm 27 years old. Yes, I could be a million other places. I could have the nice car. I could have the high rise. Like some other 27-year-olds. But, like, my journey's different. I'm fucking with my journey. Like, it's cool. Like, the process is cool. I'm falling in love with the process of this. I don't want everything I want right now. Like, I want to wait. I want to get it when it's meant for me. You know? We can get caught up on the internet and everything is now. I need it now. Nah, just wait. Your time's coming. You know? You got things in store. Wait your turn. This shit is not no race, because the finish line is death. You feel me? The finish line is death, and who's racing to that? Not me. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna grow right now, because once you get there, how are you gonna handle being there? How are you gonna operate at that level if you have not worked on yourself? You know, you're gonna crash out. So I'm spending this time while I'm not quite there yet to work on my brain, my thoughts, who I am. And once I reach that level, I'll be proud of who I am, and I'll be able to manage it better, because this is better. Another thing that was holding me back, I swear, it's finishing things. Like, so many ideas in my head, so much going on, life is happening, work is happening, link ups are happening. You're forgetting to finish the things you started. There's so many unfinished songs on this computer behind me. I just like ideas. I like new ideas. And sometimes I get bored with the same idea, but make sure that you finish what you start. That way you can release it, and then who knows what might manifest from it, you know? If it sits on your computer like my music does, nothing can happen with that. Like, I have to release it. So stay tuned on all these releases. And make sure when you do finish something that you're applauding yourself. You're patting yourself on the back sometimes. Like, all this shit we have accomplished in our life, because if we hadn't accomplished shit, we'd still be where we started, but we're not. We're here now. Do you ever applaud yourself? Do you ever pat yourself on the back? Do you ever sit and be like, damn, I actually did that? Like, those things aren't forgotten because they've happened. Like, I've already accomplished so much. And sometimes I just smile because I'm not where I started. Like, I've come a long way. I'm reaching a point where I'm feeling like I'm really and truly becoming who I'm meant to be, and I love it. I love the feeling. I love that I'm willing to fail and get back up and do it different. Like I can even get up every day and experience this reality. So life is lit. Life is what you make it, truly. Imagine if everything we see, which was a creation, someone created it. Imagine if none of these things existed because people was too afraid to put themselves out there. We wouldn't have a microphone, we wouldn't have a camera, we wouldn't have all these things that we use on a daily basis if those people didn't put themselves out there. And even when people told them no, or they were crazy, or it wouldn't happen, look, it happened. All you have to do is stop holding yourself back. All you have to do is put yourself out there and fuck what anybody has to say about it. You know, because the only opinion that matters is the one that's in your head that you tell yourself. Truly, no one else's opinion is a fact. Because if I get up every day and say I'm a successful music artist, bro can't tell me shit, you know? Because with this mentality, I'm gonna continue to elevate and become who I am. And I don't care if you can't see it right now. I don't care if you don't like it, and I don't care if your opinion doesn't align with mine. It's cool. I'm gonna continue to wake up and be me, period. My ideas are valid. You gotta tell yourself that. Like, my ideas are valid. If they can, I can. So I will. And this is me doing it. This is me talking to a camera, getting my ideas out, and releasing it. And who knows what might manifest. It's not up to me after I release it. But I know that the universe and God and the Creator are working in my favor. And if they're not, it's because they're teaching me a lesson. And in every hard time I have learned a lesson. If I can look back on all the tough shit I've been through, I learned something from each of those trials. And that's the most important part. Because you're gonna go through it. Like, you're gonna go through life, but what are you gonna learn from it? What are you gonna do different the next time? And I've had to pat myself on the back because the old me would have reacted so different in a lot of situations that have been coming up. But this new me, lit. That's gonna wrap it up. This was the 4th episode of Armenia In The Clouds, and honestly, I thought I was gonna be doing these every week, but when inspiration strikes, I'm just gonna do it. So there's no specific time these are gonna be being released. They're just gonna be released, and you're gonna be able to have access to it if you're on the YouTube, that is. So make sure you subscribe, because subscriptions keep you notified if you care what I'm doing. If you don't, have a good day, have a good life, you know? Be blessed.